not losing the ball.
Okay, Link is not running their lines over there, not creating any opportunities for the mids.
Well, that's very good, nice turnover from Western Cape, driving hard in soft there. It's lovely driving. Oh, where's the dummy half?
Some great attack by Western Cape. They've got an overlap and they're unable to capitalize on that, slowing the game down. Here they come again. And a great big pass. Almost a diving try by the wing. Great play by Western Cape. They've obviously got their skill set and they have the ability to make those 20-30 meter passes.
Yeah, that is, as I was saying, the ladies' game has really transformed in the last few years. And probably 5 years ago there would be 3 players in the country that could do that, and now there are at least probably 5 per province per A team, which is just fantastic to see. And that's the half. I think it is 3-2 to Western Cape, as we thought it would be, a very, very close game.
And the Hooters gone, but they're still playing. Western Cape refusing to take the touch. They're looking to try see if they can score, and they've got their great hands. And what a wonderful try by Western Cape. They've moved the ball from the one end of the field to the other for a superb try right at the hooter.
I called that one too early, so as I said, we are actually ending on a 4-2 up to Western Cape, and we'll be back in 5 minutes.
Thank you, Linda. Right, and it's the second half going with Gauteng now going on the attack. Let's see if they've managed to recompose themselves as they attack the line now. Linda, do you see Gauteng coming back?
I think if they remain disciplined and they continue, so they've set up some really good tries. It's going to be tough though, because they say the minute Western Cape is able to get out their half, they look very, very dangerous. So I think for them to come back is that they need to keep Western Cape out of probably the 30 meters.
Yes.
Because they're easily making it to Western Cape's line every time, but they're not scoring easily. So they need as many opportunities there as possible. Whereas Western Cape are a little bit more clinical at this point. So here is it's a real danger. They're 30 or 40 meters out, but they're clinical.
Oh, and ends up picking up the ball.
Again, as I said, it's a really great clinical try from Insof.
And you've just called it right, Linda, as they approach the danger zone there. Western Cape easily converting.
Gauteng has probably been there 70% of the game, but only scored 2 tries, whereas Western Cape has probably been, if we do the maths, it's 30% of the time, and converted. I think it's 5 tries now. So.
And here comes Gauteng on the line again. Let's see if she can dive it in, and she dives it in.
It looks like
and it should be. It looks like it's a try being given. Great play there by Gauteng.
So it's a lovely try, lovely dive. Let's see if they can do it again. If they continue to do that, I think they've got a chance. But they don't seem to have an answer on defence for the Western Cape team once they get into their 20 or 30 meters.
That's definitely right, and I think they need to work on their communication as well. Some of the opportunities they're giving to Western Cape are far too easy.
Yep.
Here comes Western Cape as they approach the line. The mid's driving it up the middle of the field. And notice how far the linkers stand for Western Cape.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I didn't know. It's a good touch there. It's one of the first times I've seen a dive, an attack from Western Cape being. Oh no, I was wrong. Again, as I said, as the minute Western Cape gets into the Gauteng 30 meters, it's a try and a conversion.
No, that's right. Their conversion rate is definitely at the higher end. Let's see if Gauteng can give them an answer back now. I think it's very critical at this stage as you start your second half to make sure you're in the right mental space. Gauteng making some good yards as they approach the line.
Now they've got 4 touches now. Let's see what they have to do with it. Letabo making a great run there. It's good defence by Western Cape there. Falling hard there. Make sure that they're ready for the dive.
And here comes Gauteng. Created an opportunity, a 3-on-2 there, but couldn't convert it. We see now Western Cape has changed their driving pattern. They're moving a little bit more swiftly and clinical as well in their driving, with touch 2 and 3 coming up on the halfway.
This is danger now for Gauteng. Look at this. Look at that pace. The ref can barely keep up. That's a great try. What a great run by that Western Cape player.
Great scoop indeed. Amazing show of pace. Obviously very well conditioned, these Western Cape players. And as you can see the difference that the sport, as Linda was saying, from back when she started earlier to what the game has turned into now. It's no longer just the game of understanding what to do. The skill sets are very demanding. The ability to be a pure athlete as well, and a great mixture of good conditioning is very vital if you're going to give yourself a good chance of winning your matches. I think he's doing quite well there to take off the momentum of the Western Cape drive.
So I think it's touched 4 or 5 now. You see, the minute they put a bit more pressure, don't allow them into that 30 meters. Gauteng looks a lot stronger, but they haven't been able to do that for the last few minutes, which has cost them 2 tries.
Definitely hoping that they pick up on their strengths there, and that pressure they're putting on defense definitely needs to be something they keep using if they're going to try and stay in this game. Here they come now as they approach the line. Ball played into the middle. Let's see what they can come up with. Back inside. And the mid coming with a wrapper. The hands are on.
They can use the hands. No.
Some great movement by Gauteng.
I think that's a touch there, but that was really...
looks like a touch.
Well worked, good use of the 3-on-2, just that last pass not as clinical as it needed to be.
That's right, giving the defender enough time just to recover. Gauteng creating a 3-on-2 overlap there, but unfortunately could not convert once again. I see they've picked up their strength or the weakness of Western Cape, and if they can put pressure and keep them in their half. Here comes the danger player again.
Insof again, creating some nice space in the middle, just no support for her. Again, here's where we've seen Western Cape be extremely dangerous. As Insof picks up his dummy half, creates some space. No touch there. It was very interesting there.
Very interesting.
Quite difficult to tell exactly what had happened, but the ref, Daisy, very experienced, had it completely under control.
Also very good that you have referees that have improved over the years, who understand the game and who can ref the game without being too technical.
Yeah, just let the game flow, and you've got two refs on the field right now. I've also played a large number of games for South Africa at World Cup level, so they'll know what the players want from a referee.
Here comes Gauteng
at
movement,
from Gauteng.
Great pace and great movement coming across. Let's see if they can convert. They've created the overlap, and it seems like they've got a goal. Well done.
That was lovely all around. You saw the movement of the ball from players not even expecting the ball. Really is what created and helped the play.
I agree, very well worked over there. It seems like Gauteng's making a bit of a comeback. And the score is 4-7 as Western Cape takes the kick-off. Coming in and approaching the danger line, danger zone rather for Gauteng. Let's see what they can come up with. And they've created a great overlap.
Seen that pass, not as good maybe that way, but she's got a very strong pass. Let's see if what Western Cape can do here, and if Gauteng is up for the challenge of defending them on their line. What do you think, Tabo?
Yeah, definitely being penalised here for some lazy work by the mids. Let's see if they can now protect their line.
It's good defence there, giving them nothing. They're sending on Insof, who does seem to be the playmaker. See, interesting body position there from Gauteng. Oh, that's a good touch.
Seems like the Gauteng players have picked up that Insof is their playmaker.
You'll see that they watch her quite hard. Probably 2 defenders on her.
Great defense there by
That's very good
Gauteng.
defense, I think.
Seems like they've sorted out their communication issues. Let's see if they can drive off now. See, as they're driving off, the fresh players coming on the field as they sub as well. Very critical that this is structured.
Three touches and they're into the half. A little bit of lateral movement. Oh, that's an unforced silly mistake there.
Gauteng was a bit lucky there. Seemed like they actually lost the ball.
So
and here comes Annika coming, attacking those.
I thought that was a little bit offside, but I think Gauteng got lucky the previous the previous dump, so everything
perhaps some
evens up.
justice coming through. Here comes Western Cape driving up again. Some tired players, been on the field for a while now, needing to rotate their subs. Approaching the
Ooh,
danger zone,
yeah,
and
we
here comes the
saw-
player again.
It wasn't quite as
Dummy half touch being made there,
Yeah.
and the ref calling it. Gauteng also looking slightly tired now.
they're quite lateral that.
Good yards
nice
being
go
gaining
forward
now
then.
eventually. Taking them a bit of time. 3 touches down. Let's see what Gauteng can come up with. Coming, they've got their strike players, Letabo and Donna coming through there.
So a change of pace.
And great play over there by Gauteng as one of their playmakers goes through, steps, and seems like made the try without being touched. The refs have called in for a discussion.
Let's try.
And the touch is awarded. Seems like the player made the touch.
See again, almost entering Western Cape's danger zone. Last touch, Gauteng is done, but no. Oh,
Great diving touch there.
very nippy, very agile.
Almost
Western
breaking
Cape.
through. Seems like it's the last touch now. You'll notice all the Gauteng players coming up, giving Western Cape no space whatsoever.
Very quick turnover there as well.
Here comes Gauteng.
That's a lovely drive just to get out the half and get things going.
Good composure play and good drawing there.
It's
Made
only-
some great
Yeah,
yards.
that's touch 2 only.
And now they get to move the ball and shift the ball slightly.
I just find Gauteng dumps on one player. They try to suck in at least 2. They would create a lot more opportunities and space for themselves. It's it's very. The minute you suck in 2 players, you've immediately got the advantage.
Most definitely. And at this level, you would expect all these girls to be able to make sure that all their
Look at
dumps
that.
are
Look at that.
effective.
You've pulled in 2 players there, the Western Cape on the drive. That's one. Very easy for Gauteng to get back and up and to defend them. Again, one player, very little off that dump.
Yeah, I think it's critical as the game goes on now. The girls are getting tired. You can see there's less movement from both teams.
Look at that step. Oh, there was some individual magic there. I think Gauteng got lucky and unlucky there.
I think very
Yeah.
important for Gauteng not to relax too much as they're about to make those touches, but to follow through as well, making sure as
Good
they're driving
handle.
up. Some good yards now being made by
Lovely
Gauteng.
yards. Oh,
Oh, and again not initiating, killing the momentum gained. Here come some of their strike players again. Let's see what they can bring up.
oh, nice dump on 2.
Oh, great dump, good.
Defender turned it back. Oh, unlucky.
Created the overlap but could not execute once again. Also, very important to note that both teams have been coached by some high national coaching development portfolio coaches who are involved with the national strategies as well for the growth of touch in South Africa. So also a bit of pride being played for in this field at the current moment. Right, Gauteng getting ready for their move now. A ref there penalising Western Cape for not moving forward. When players get closer to the line, they're forced to advance, and the ref will repeatedly remind them, keep going forward, keep going forward. You're not allowed to wait by the try line in order to give the attacking team an opportunity to gain advantage. And here comes Gauteng.
Oh,
And
silly mistake.
silly
You
mistake.
can't afford that at this stage, hey Tabo?
No, most definitely not. Losing 6 touches on that penalty there, an opportunity to score gone down the drain. Here comes Western Cape. They seem to have picked up quite a bit. I do think Western Cape's got their energy levels up again. Touch 3, 4 coming as they approach the danger zone. Gauteng needs to be on their toes now.
Oh, it looks like there's an overlap. Or pass, eh? Some great skills, although of course forward. Quite unorthodox play there.
Very, and I think that's where Gauteng is struggling a bit.